Welcome, English majors, English minors, or English alumni, English staff, faculty. Welcome. This is your host, Simone Southers. I use they, them pronouns. I am a junior, and I am also a psychology major. But do not fear, I am a English minor, so I promise I have all qualifications to be here for as many as I can. The primary format for this podcast will mainly be short, bite-sized episodes that you can listen to while you're in line, waiting for food at Hamwell or the Bishop Cafe, or just on a little walk. The main topics for this podcast, at least, will be centered around pop culture and personally just the more geeky stuff because that's what I'm more interested in. So that is our general format for this little bite-sized podcast, and we'll just segue to my personal journey with OU and writing in general after a break. Alrighty then, welcome back to the little bite-sized podcast of the script, and we'll get right into my own personal journey with OU and acquiring an English minor. So I initially chose OU back in 2019 when I was still in high school because of English, and I was like, hey, I like writing, this is a really good program, and I might as well go. I graduated and I came here. I took a poetry class with Dr. Kaplan, who is no longer here, unfortunately. He didn't die, he just went to a different college. But because I struggled so much in that class, that lack of confidence led to me switching up my major to psychology, what it is now. And luckily, that's one of my big interests, so I am not too bad about switching majors. As we all know, OU is a liberal arts college, and specifically, you need a certain amount of writing requirements in order to graduate. So I took last spring The Devil, the Hero, and God with Dr. Merkel, which was an amazing class. I recommend it. She's an interesting professor and also just super supportive in what you do and challenges you, so highly recommend. And with taking that class, I realized, hey, I have a lot of transfer credits for English anyways, so why not just make it a minor? And you know what? I did. Start of fall semester this year, I became an English minor along with my psychology major. And one of the additional classes that I needed to take was Intro to Literary Study. And through that class, I felt like I really got the confidence I needed back in order to, write again. Because I absolutely love writing. I don't know what I would be without writing. If I'm going to be honest, it's just the universe works in funky ways, a way to reroute you back to your course. For me, that is writing, and I'm glad I am back on this path because writing has always been a very comforting activity, I suppose, for me to do. English for me felt like it was, or it is, because I'm currently writing and pursuing an English minor. It feels like it's a lost love in a way, and it's comforting to think about it in that sense because it makes me not loathe it as much as I used to. And not even that I loathed it back then, I just couldn't bring myself to do it even if I really wanted to. But it's nice to know that there's still that spark within me to just keep being creative and just keep writing. And I honestly don't know what I would do without being able to write, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, that about wraps up the major topic of today's podcast episode. Thank you so much for your time today. If you would like to check out any more of our writings, you can go to our Instagram OWU English department, where the link in our bio will take you to the website. Or if you're coming from Facebook, usually there's a link posted on our post where we talk about whatever blogs we're talking about in those posts. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking around until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.